Hey guys, this is Tyler with Tyler's Dragon Tarot. I just want to say thank you to the subscribers that stuck it through. I'm sorry, I was looking the other day and I was like, damn, I have not posted in a minute. I kind of going, I've kind of talked about it a little bit in some of my videos, but I'm just going through a little bit of a stressful time. So I really appreciate you guys who are sticking through. Um, I I totally lost my train of thought. I'm doing the cuff signs in this video. And since Halloween's next week, hopefully the regular signs don't get upset, but I'll try to get y'all too. If you're not a Cusp, but you're watching this video, I just remembered I have a Halloween deck, so I was like, oh, I'm going to break that shit up. So we're going to do a reading with this Halloween deck for y'all. Just for fun, in the spirit of Halloween, whatever. Actually try to get stuff for you, but, you know, I'm kind of going on the fly in this reading, like, not really having a structure. I know some of y'all might not like that, but oh well. I haven't done a just like, okay, what's bothering you in a while. I've been trying to be like, okay, here's my what's your tea thing, which I like, but I don't even have a person yet. But maybe just overall, King of Cups. Beware of who's friend or foe. I don't know. Someone might be trying to poison y'all. Ooh, Halloween mystery party. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to start off with the Pisces-Aries cusp. So, Pisces-Aries cusp. Ooh, what's going on with y'all? What is going on? Oh, I started, now people are going to skip to the other times. I didn't say that, but just so y'all know. Been holding the cards, trying to get the feel of the energy. Now I'm starting to feel the energy before I flip it over. That way I can try to get a better reading. My sacral chakra is burning. It's burning right now. You might be lacking confidence. You might be overconfident, depending on what side you're on. It might be something you need to work on right now. I believe the sacral is, if I remember right, something to do sexually as well. Maybe you're overstimulated, understimulated, I don't know. Something along those lines, just in your sacral chakra. I need a chart right now to be like, what does the, you know what, I'm going to pause it because I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm going to pull up what the sacral chakra is for. Okay, so real quick, the sacral or second chakra is located below the navel. It represents creative and sexual energies. Imbalanced attributes would be lack of or repressed creativity, sexual dysfunction, withheld intimacy, and emotional isolation. Okay. So you might be having some sort of intimacy problems, emotional distance, not really knowing where you stand with someone. Let's flip the card over and see. Nine of Imps. Okay, I'm feeling the isolation here because this imp over here is standing in front of everyone, and it's like everyone else is behind him. Not really part of the group. And then I kind of get like that's how you feel, but the energy of the background is kind of like they're there for you, but you feel like they're not, kind of thing. Like the front person feels like, oh, I have no one with me, you know, but there's a ton of support for you in the background. There's a lot of mixed energies coming off of this card. It's like, okay, I'm going to go on to the next card. I've already said it. Sorry, a little bit of dirt on my computer. Okay, next card. So I guess the point of that card was, you know, your insecurities, you need to work on your sacral chakra. Your insecurities could just be you it could be you, your anxiety. And I'm not saying that it's not, but sometimes, especially when you have anxiety, you build things up to a point where it's like, okay, now it's up in the solar plexus, and that's another confidence area. I'm gonna pull that chart back up. Like, it seems like you need. Okay. The solar plexus, third chakra, is located below the chest. It represents self-esteem. And specifically, it's the back of the chakra. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but there's a front and a back. The sacral was in the front. The solar plexus, third chakra, is located below the chest. It represents self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. Imbalanced attributes would be low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative tendencies, and misuse of power. Okay. So I feel like a lot of this is self-esteem based, confidence based, not really having faith in people around you, thinking you're getting fooled. So it feels like you need to. Sorry, I know Reiki, so I'm like, I don't know how many of you guys know Reiki. When I meditate and focus on a chakra, I put Reiki into the chakra. But you need to focus on the chakra, the solar plexus, and the sacral. Weird, like lean with it, huh? But okay, so let's flip over the card. So now you got the 7 of Wands. Both passion cards, so whatever you're dealing with is definitely a passion. It could be a relationship, it could be I heard leading you on for a second, and that could be the case for some of you, but it's like not really focused on where you're going is how I feel. You're not seeing the full picture, and that's where these insecurities are coming from. You're not seeing the full picture, and that could be lack of conversation. That could be you jumping to conclusions, making assumptions. That is a known Aries trait, and I believe it's also a Pisces thing where you feel out the situation and you're like, oh, I believe it's that way. And you just, I'm an Aries myself. I believe I'm on the Aries-Pisces cusp. Some things say I'm not, some things say I don't. So I'm not calling y'all out. It is just what it is. Every sign has their positive and negative traits. So don't take it personal with me saying that. Okay. Ooh, I feel like this top card must have popped. I just feel calm with this. So it's like, you need to calm down. Okay. I know you want to hear that, right? That's all you want to hear. You need to calm down. I'm probably going to piss you off. But basically, you just need to take time, ground yourself, meditate, and just breathe. Let go of these anxieties. Try to, what I found useful, and I'm a work of art here, well, piece of work, whatever. Every day, you might have to do a little work, but meditation is useful, at least to me. Trying to pinpoint, okay, I'm anxious. Why am I anxious? Okay, there's no reason for this to make me anxious. Why would that make me anxious? What is the underlying issue here? And once you find that, some people need therapy. That might help. But once you find that, start working on that issue. You try to delve into the core, basically. Whenever you're thinking, okay, I have something that is bugging me. What is the root of it? Before it goes. And it's just like, you feel alone when you're surrounded by people who love you. You feel unloved, you feel uncared for when you are surrounded by love here. Be willing to give and be willing to accept it. Okay, you might have to alter your perceptions here. And this just kind of popped in my head, and maybe some of you guys need it, maybe some of you don't. Just because someone doesn't love you anymore, or someone walked away, or you don't love somebody anymore, does not mean that you are unlovable, or that someone else doesn't love you. Just because one person wronged you does not mean that someone else will wrong you. And even if they do, like, you know, basically in life, we're just trying to put the pieces of our puzzle together, and sometimes it looks like a piece fits, and then you find the actual piece and you're like, oh, no, that's where it is. So sometimes a piece is taken away just because it wasn't the right piece. Maybe it was the right piece at the time, but eventually you'll find the right piece. Even if it's peace with yourself. All right. Anything else? Any other advice? So the advice was to meditate. Nobody's out to get you. It's kind of how I'm feeling. It feels like you're ready to fight when you don't need to be. Yeah. With this 4 of bats, I almost said swords, and the 6 of ghosts. You can be happy. You're allowed to be happy. Quit letting the little things that keep you up at night worry you, or even you think about it in your sleep, you have nightmares about it, you are anxious about it. It's time to let that go and be happy. Just be happy. However you can be happy with it. You know, if something doesn't make you happy, maybe it doesn't belong in your life, and you don't have to force yourself to be happy in that situation. All right. All right, guys. That was a little heavy. Hopefully y'all are okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to move on to the Aries-Taurus cusp. Aries-Taurus. Thank you guys for being here. Oop. Card was flipped over. I'm not going to take it because earlier I noticed cards were just... Okay. Jumper. Anyway, the jumper's like, we're done talking. You don't need an explanation. So I've been holding the cards lately to try to get a feel of them before I actually read it, just in case some of y'all didn't get the message. I forgot to say it at the beginning. But let's see here. Okay. Yeah, there was, just for a second, very brief second, there was like a pain right here in the solar plexus, like you got shook for a second, and it felt like you just took a deep breath and you grounded yourself. So congrats. I don't even know that you needed, maybe this is just to identify the situation, but so whatever the situation is, it almost had you shook, but you calmed yourself. That must be your Taurus side coming out, grounding yourself real quick, because Aries probably freaking out. But just saying, good job. Whatever the situation is, good job on collecting yourself and not letting it get to you like that. Temperance. Okay. So temperance is all about, calming down, finding new outlets. I wasn't going to say finding new outlets, but this card kind of looks like you find new outlets for your creativity. You find new things to do, new hobbies, new life, finding balance within yourself. And it's like something shook you for a second, but all you needed to do was catch your breath, because you're just like, well, that wasn't good for me anyway, so moving on. I don't know if it's a literal second, but it just feels like it didn't take you long. Like as long as you expected to take, is kind of how that's feeling. Like, and you should feel proud of yourself. Like I just hear, I'm proud of myself for how I handled the situation. Well, be proud of yourself. There's no shame in being proud of yourself because you handled the situation better than you would have in the past. You're doing better than you would have. Be proud. Okay. I think this card must pop. Okay, there's a little bit of heartache, but it's like, it's funny with yours, it's like a little bit, I only feel it for a second. Like, as long as I had that message out and then it's gone. Like, it's almost turning into joy again. Like, it's almost like it just clicked. I'm guessing this is a relationship that went south, and like you realizing that you're better off without them. Yeah, 5 of bats. They stole from you. They stole from you. And you're like, ooh, I heard dishonest. Don't lie to a Taurus or an Aries, but Taurus is probably one of the worst signs to lie to. And you and Aries Taurus cusp, ooh, don't lie to you. No. So, I feel like there's deception here, some sort of lying, because I'm really hearing dishonest little bitch. Sorry for the cussing, but that's what I hear. And that's on you. At least one of you guys, okay? Like, somebody said dishonest little bitch. Like, but, yeah. And it just feels like, I don't even need to think about it. I'm better off without them if that's how they're going to play. That's how they're going to act. Bye. I don't need them in my life. Better off. Watch me do better. Real attitude. So, yeah, I'm feeling like these are advice. I feel like I'm hearing revenge is near. Makes me think of Dan Cummins. Revenge is near, but you don't need to take it. Let karma unfold itself. You don't have to take action here. You give revenge by doing your best and making them miss you. You do by moving on, that's your revenge. You do better for yourself. You don't let them see you shook. You don't let them seeing you fine without them is the revenge that you're gonna get. Because if you get emotional, kind of feels like you're dealing with a narcissist. If you get emotional and if you react the way they want you to react, it's like they're gonna enjoy it. Like, they might not act like it, but they're gonna enjoy the intention, enjoy the whole, yeah, you really cared because I messed you up kind of thing. It's kind of twisted, really twisted. So let's see what I got. Okay, so King of Bats and this 4 of Pumpkins. So while you were being honest here as the King of Bats here, you were being honest. Everything out in the open. Anything you want to know? I'll let you know. They were out here with a mask on, chasing that fake paper. Or with those fake notes. I don't know if chasing that fake paper was right to say, but they had those fake pumpkins. Nothing they had was real. So the advice, I feel like some of you want revenge. The best revenge is just you not feeding into you just taking your power back and doing the best you can and showing them that you don't need them. That is your revenge. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to move on to the Taurus-Gemini cusp. All right. The Taurus-Gemini. I don't know if I I said it in the beginning, so I don't know how many of y'all have been catching this, but lately I've been feeling the cards when they pop out to see what the emotional feeling is of it before I actually flip it over and look at it. So you'll see me sit here and hold the card out for a second, and that's what that is. I just felt like explaining that so you're not just like, what is he doing? Okay. So anyway, let's get into what's up with Taurus-Gemini. Disappointed. Like, I thought you were better than that, but I feel like it's about someone else. Like, you thought, man, there's a few breakups up in here. I guess it's that time of year. Like, I thought it was coloring up weather, not breaking up weather, but all right. Thought you were better than that, is what I'm hearing on. I even hear, for some of you, maybe not everyone, I thought you were the one. Thought you were better than that. I thought you were a ride or die. But you just left me for dead while you rode on. Kind of messed up. And it's like, you're kind of sad. You're kind of like, fine, leave. I don't need you anyway if that's really how you're going to treat me. And you're kind of pissed off. So yeah, mixed, very mixed right now. Just let me say, if someone's going to do you that way, you're better off without them. Alright? Yeah. 10 of bats. Makes me feel like they always did enough to keep your attention. They always had their eye on you. But they were always busy. And it's almost like, I feel like you can respect independence because you're busy making your paper. Pops in my head. That could be the Taurus side because Tauruses are supposed to be very good at making money. And Geminis are supposed to be very independent sides. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll go do my thing. You go do your thing. Then we meet up later. But they were always, it kind of feels like they always had an eye on you and you were always curious about that, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't like to say this, but for some reason it just feels like I heard side hose, okay? I heard side hose. Sorry guys, kicked the table. Really needed some emphasis on that side hose. I don't know why I heard that, but hopefully that pertains to somebody. Well, you know, I really don't want to wish that on somebody, so it'd be nice if I was wrong. But I heard side hose. They had side hose. And it was like a jealous eye to keep on you. Because since they had side hose, they were trying to see if you were being loyal or not. They were always questioning your loyalty, even though they're the ones who had them on the side, and you were out here just being genuine, right? Okay. So let's see what the next card is. Oop, too many cards flipping out. I do kind of feel like it's this card, though. Alright. You're better off without him, sis. Or bro. Whatever. Yeah. That Liz song, if he don't love you anymore, walk your fine ass out the door. Alright? That is what I'm hearing on this reading. So, Ace of Bats here. Alright. Shit got you all upside down. You need to be right side up. Nah, that's not what it is. Sorry. Message popped up. And it's like, no. That's not what we were saying. Had y'all confused. Now you see what it's worth. It ain't worth your time. It ain't worth shit. Well, walk away. You can do better. Now, you can see it clearly. And it's like, that shit was nasty. That shit was nasty. Ain't worth your time. Ain't worth your energy. Ain't worth shit. Just a fuck boy. And you worth more than a fuck boy. Let him have his side bitches. Sorry for all the cussing, but that's kind of what's coming through. And one of y'all have a little bit of sass, a little bit of attitude, and I don't mind it. I'm an Aries, so it'll come through sassy through me. But let's see. Ooh. All right. I feel like this is probably going to be an advice card here. And I'm just here to walk your finance out the door again. Don't look back. Don't look back. You can do better than that. You know you can do better than that. Don't let him or her try to smooth talk your ass back. Okay? Walk your finance out the door and keep on stepping. Keep on going. Do not look back. Do not look back. I feel like I really got to emphasize that. Do not look back. Bitches. This bitch has side hoes. Alright? You not a side hoe. You a main. Remember that. Okay? If they don't want to treat you like a main, then let them have their sides. Some sides ain't gonna hit it like a main does. Just saying. Yeah. Okay, you got the two of bats. You're wondering, yeah, it's like wondering if you should give a second chance, or you're just trying to cut off all feelings to this. If you're wondering if you should give a second chance, really what I'm feeling is, nah. Kind of feels like this person got caught. They didn't mean to get, they slipped and got caught. They don't plan on stopping. They just got caught. They feel bad that they got caught. So, and if you're cutting off your emotions, you need to feel your emotions to heal. So, feel that shit. Painful as it is. Because to get your happiness back, you're gonna have to let go of the sadness, and you gotta feel it to let it go. Alright? Thank you guys. And now, I'm gonna be going to the next sign. Who is that anyway? Gemini-Cancer. Alright. Gemini-Cancer. So, just so y'all know, I've been holding the card out and feeling the energy lately to try to get an emotional message to it. What is this? It's like excitement. It's like you didn't think this would happen. Yeah, but that 3 a.m. honestly kind of feels like you are always settling because, see, your branch is the only one that isn't lit right now. It's not lit, yo. Your branch is the only one that's not lit. Your wand. And you are always settling for what didn't really spark, what didn't really vibe, what didn't really excite you. You don't have to settle. And I think you're realizing that. You're finding something with that spark. Oh, it's not a spark, it's a flame. Like all up and down your body. The star. It's what you've been manifesting, it's what you've been wanting. I don't know what, with it being an imp card or a wand card, it's definitely something you're passionate about. That could be work, that could be a relationship. But the main point is, it's something you've always wanted, but it kind of feels like you didn't think you were good enough for it. You've always settled for whatever this is. But let's see, can we get clarification? Okay. 10 of Pumpkins. pumpkin. It's always hit and miss. And since it's pumpkins, pumpkins are related to the pentacles. So it's something real. Something. 5 of ghosts. Okay, but then there's the emotional side. Afraid to dive in because it's almost scary how good it is. The emotional satisfaction, and you're wondering if you're good enough for it. You're good enough for it, okay? Everyone deserves to be happy. Yeah. Ace of bats, 2 of bats. If you're wondering if you should do it, hang out a little bit, think about it, but it kind of feels like it's a yes. I don't know, I wasn't going to say hang out and think about it, but it's like, really see how you feel before you just don't. It's almost like you need to think a little more with your mind instead of with your feelings, if it's good for you or not, but it kind of seems like it is. Well, you never know. Sometimes those sparks are just, and then you're on fire. Like, fire's good. Sometimes it keeps you warm. Sometimes it'll burn your house down, though. So you gotta be careful with that. Page of bats. So with that page of bats following that ace of bats, I feel like the advice here is walk forward. Watch where you're stepping, though. And whatever situation this is, don't lose your head. Don't lose your head in it. And, you know, just take it one step at a time. You don't have to conquer the world in one day. Okay? Thank you guys for being here. And we're going to move on to the Cancer-Leo cusp. All right, Cancer-Leo cusp. Thank you guys for being here. In case any of y'all wondering, I hold the card out here lately. Try to get the feeling of it. I don't know. I forgot to say that in the beginning of the video, so now I have to say it on every sign in case there's any new people being like, what is he doing? Some sort of passion. I can't decide if it's anger or if it's just lustful yet, but I feel heated up feeling this card. Temperance. Okay, you got some sort of new creative. Okay, it is definitely excitement then. You got something that you're putting your energy into that you are excited to put your energy into. Something new, something exciting, and something worth your time. Worth your time being the biggest thing there. Because you've had a lot of past failures. Just saying it. I'm just saying what comes to mind, not trying to call you out. I've had past failures too. So, makes you want to dance. Not really dancing, I'm just, but it's kind of, it makes me want to. And I'm like, I'm not dancing on camera. Y'all don't pay me enough. But, okay, very warm. Very loving energy, kind of feeling in my throat. Like there's something you want to say, but you're holding back. Is kind of what I'm feeling off of this. Like warmth all the way to the ears. Almost feels kind of blushy. Like you must be a little more on the Cancer side because Leos. Okay, Leos. Like for the Leo side, like y'all are good at playing like you're confident. So maybe this is your inside. Y'all are good at playing like you're confident. But the real fake it till you make it types. Or you won't show the weakness. But, you know. I feel like y'all are like, quit exposing our secrets. Y'all pissing me off. Like, we're confident. It's like, are you though? You just need the right person to be vulnerable around. But Who? The Sun. Alright, you feel the right person to be vulnerable around, and then you get the Sun, the Leo card. Someone you can be yourself around. Or something, or if this creative project is something that you're doing that is making you happy, that doesn't necessarily have to be a person that you're doing. But, sorry, being a dork. It is definitely something that is making you happy and feeling like it is what you are meant to do, at least right now. Okay. Move this candle over. I feel like I'm about to knock it over. So, for the advice, I don't even think you need advice, to be honest. Like, just, you follow in your heart right now, follow your heart, damn. There is a little bit of sadness, though, in this happiness. I was going to say, it really feels like this is, don't be afraid to be vulnerable with someone that you trust. Don't be afraid to let your fears be known. Don't be afraid to let someone in. See what this card is. Ace of Bats. It almost feels like, yeah, that deep conversation, that vulnerable conversation is going to bring enlightenment that you didn't have before. So I don't know what that sadness was. I don't know what that heaviness was that I felt in my heart. It could be different for each one of you. But there was definitely some sort of heaviness, guilt, just sad about something. You got your feelings hurt. Something. Why aren't you choosing me? Kind of popped up. I feel like you just need to talk to somebody you trust about how you're feeling with that heaviness, because although these are all sunshine and happiness, you do have, it's like you're trying to cover up here. So you gotta take care of yourself, which I really don't think Leos have a problem with. Maybe that Cancer side getting to you, I don't know. But you need to take time, take care of yourself if you're feeling that heaviness in your heart. Figure out what it is, have a conversation with a trusted person. Because like I said, I feel like it's going to bring clarity. Having that conversation is going to bring clarity, and it's like, it's going to lift you up. It's going to lighten that load for you. Okay. So, Leo-Virgo cusp next. Jesus. Okay. Pause this for a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. I've been holding the card to get the emotional read for it. Off another card. Feeling anxious on this. What are you anxious about? Judgment. So, a big decision of some sort, that judgment, you're afraid it's not going to go your way. I'm really noticing a kid looking at this vampire. Almost seems like something to do with children. I usually don't go for this type of reading, but I'm really feeling it. Something to do with kids. Let's see. I mean, you could be going through it. I mean, it is the judgment card, and there's a man and a woman here and a kid. You could be going through a divorce and trying to figure out who gets custody. Could be as simple as that. I almost don't feel like it's that, though. It kind of feels like you're afraid of letting down your children this Halloween or something because you can't put on as big of a show for some reason. I feel like it's closer to that. Like you're having to make a choice between having fun and some other commitment. Maybe you don't have the money for it. Okay. Yeah. Page of Cups. I don't know what this decision is, but I'm guessing it's that fish in the cup. If you're not careful, if you don't make the choice is going to be made, and it's just going to slip right out of that cup. You're not going to have a choice anymore. And I don't think you're going to like having the choice made for you. I don't think it's going to go in your favor if you let the choice be made for you. So step up. The Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries. But I feel like it's just about reclaiming your throne here. Making sure you're good. Using your brain, because it seems like you haven't really been thinking lately. Like with the brain in a jar beside them. This anxiety's affecting you so hard that you can't really think. I can't really think right now with all the background noise. But it's like when I started this, there was no one here. But and now they're being super loud. Sorry if you guys can hear that, but it's just like, try another card. That Ace of Pumpkins. You need to do what's going to make you happy. It's kind of what I'm feeling off of this. You're overthinking it. Well, what's going to make you happy? And if being responsible, paying the bills, doing something is going to make you happy, then do it. Because, you know, would you rather have electricity or go out and have fun? You know? So, and again, I don't know exactly what this anxiety is about, but it basically feels like you need to think about you and your well-being, your situation. That moon. Let go of the anxiety. Let go of the anxiety. Do what's best for you. Okay. Virgo-Libras. Virgo-Libras. Shoot. I'm just going to drop all my cards, huh? Sorry, y'all don't get that many. So I've been folding out the card to try to get the energy of the card lately. Like so. So what's going on with my Virgo Libras? I don't really know what this is. Kind of feels like a bounce between anxious and calm. Like, it's almost like overreacting to situations and then realizing, oh, it wasn't that bad. So it seems like this is a theme for you. You're overreacting before you really have all the facts. Six of Ghosts. With that card, I'm guessing it has something to do with your partner. You see them with someone else and you think they're happier with someone else, so you start freaking out and you're like, oh, you don't like me anymore? Oh. Or it could be, feels jealous. Yeah. One way or another, you or your partner, or possibly both, are jealous. Not a lot of trust. Why don't you have trust? Why did they cheat before, or have you just been cheated on before? I don't know. I got that message because cheated before. I heard cheated before. So I don't know if you've been cheated on before, or they cheated on you before, or they just cheated before. I don't know which one. But okay, too many cards. Okay, I think this one, yeah. You need to calm down. I know people love to hear that. With this Hangman, look at it from a different perspective. Would they really be putting in all this effort on you if they were just going to go behind your back? Maybe try to have a conversation. Find out who these people are and what they mean to them that you're jealous of. What the situation is. Because something, or have an honest conversation about something bothering you and just see what happens. Because it feels like you're just building. They probably think you're crazy, or you think they're crazy, with this over jealousy thing. When all that really needs to happen is a little bit of reassurance. Is kind of like you or them just need to know that they're valued. Is kind of how this feels. It's like you can have friends. I just need to know I'm number one, basically. Yeah, that 9 of Bats. If it's been keeping you up at night, or it's keeping your partner up at night, jealousy, what are you doing? Someone needs to be more considerate, or there needs to be some sort of conversation. Someone needs to be more considerate of the feelings, or they possibly don't even know the feelings are there, you know? 7 of Pumpkins. At least one of you wants something from this. At least one of you wants to see this bloom into something great, into something that you haven't had before. You see the, I want to say prosperity in it. I guess I'll go with that. That's not what I was going to say, but you see how it can bloom into the future, and you want that. That's probably why you're so jealous. But you or the other person really just needs to know that they're valued. That's all that it really is. Just have a conversation. I know they're not easy to have, especially ones that make you vulnerable, but 2 of Imps. And try to be calm when you're having this conversation. Try to be calm, because there's a lot of anger in this. There's a lot of accusing. Don't just accuse, like, get the facts. Don't accuse, get the facts. Don't throw wild punches, okay? All right. We'll move on to the Libra-Scorpio. Okay, this card just popped right on out. So I've been holding the card to try to get an emotional rate of it before I actually do flip it over and see what it is. I didn't get to say that in my intro, and I was like, dang it, now I gotta say it for every sign. So, who am I doing? Libra-Scorpio. Kind of depressing. I don't know if it's detachment. Yeah. It's either depressing or detachment. Kind of I don't care anymore vibe. Yeah. 2 of Imps. Okay. feels like there's possibly been so much fighting that it strained you to the point of, I don't even care. I don't even care what becomes of this anymore. I don't even care anymore. Okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. Let's just not even argue. Okay, you're right. I mean, clearly they're wrong, but it's just like, okay, you're right. Like, I'm done. Okay, you're right. Okay, excuse my language, but when I'm filling this card, I'm just getting a big ol' fuck you. Is what I'm getting when I'm holding this card. Big ol' fuck you. There's a big ol' middle finger. Like 8 of pumpkins. Do you even care? Because you feel like you're fake as fuck. Is kind of how this reading is feeling. Like you don't even really put the work in anymore. You don't light anything up anymore. There's no spark. Like, see, there used to be a spark. And it's like, that's what y'all remember. That's what they bring up. But the most recent work here, nothing. No candle, no light, nothing. No passion. So advice. See what we can get. Okay, I'm hearing freedom. Like, I'm an advocate for trying to work things out, but I'm hearing freedom. Maybe this just isn't going to work out. Okay? Some things just don't. Maybe it's just not working. And I'm honestly hearing freedom. And that's tugging at my heart now that I'm saying it. But if you try to make it work and it's just not, if it just doesn't vibe, if it just feels wrong, and freedom sounds better than being with them, you know? And we got the strength card. Just funny, for some of you, it's going to be the strength to walk away. For some of you, it's going to be the strength. When I saw that, it's like the strength to fight this beast head on, to be emotionally vulnerable, to really, for some of you, I feel like this has a fighting chance. For some of you, I feel like you just need to walk away and get some freedom. Like, I don't know which side you're on. You probably know better than me. But get your shit out in the open. Get it all out in the open. Figure it out. It's kind of how that's feeling. Getting it all out in the open and figure it out. Because you deserve a loving relationship. You feel like, with that moon card and the yearning, it's like you're yearning for attention, you're yearning for that loving energy you're just not getting. And it's almost like you don't like who you've become with that werewolf. You don't recognize them anymore. You don't recognize the relationship. Maybe you can get it back. Maybe it's time to walk away. That's for you to decide. Kind of feels like there's 2 different forks here. Some of you can work it out. Some of you have to walk away. But it kind of feels like that's where a lot of you guys are. Very frustrated in a relationship. Kind of just like, I'm over all the fighting. I'm just over it. So, good luck, guys. I'm sorry you're in that energy. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp. Okay, I've been holding it out to see what the emotional rate is for it. This is for the Scorpio-Sagittarius. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Kind of just feel a headache coming on. Kind of like you've been stressed, overthinking to the point of your head hurts now. Like you've been thinking so much that your head hurts. 3 a.m. The fire's gone. The fire is gone. Ace of Cups. It overflowed until there was just nothing left. Like it just spilled out. Like you can see it's tilted a little bit. Now there's just not enough left in there. There's not enough happiness in that Ace of Cups. It was wonderful at first. And you know, maybe you're just drained right now and maybe you need to take some time to yourself and refill your own cup. Maybe there needs to be a little work on the relationship, but right now it just feels so drained, so done, so over it. Yeah. The last few signs have been getting this. 2 events. Too much fighting going on. Let's shuffle this. I mean, you're definitely getting new cards, so I guess that events could just be needing to pop out for you guys. But all you want is peace. And all you get is fighting. Okay. This advice? Yeah, this advice. Walk through the door? I don't know if you're getting a new opportunity, but I'm hearing walk through the door. I don't know if that's literal. If you're planning on leaving, maybe a new opportunity. I don't know. 6 of bats. Looks like he's going away to a better opportunity, or trying to find a better opportunity. So, open that door. Open that door. So maybe you're not. I feel like I got corrected here. Open that door. So maybe it's not about walking away. Maybe it's not about. Maybe it's about opening a door to a discussion. Now, it could be having to walk away, but a lot of times we don't want to be emotionally vulnerable with our partners. We just want that fun, that lightness. And when it gets serious, sometimes it can be too much to handle. Instead of talking it through, you leave. Now, if there was something special about the relationship, I would say be emotionally vulnerable and try to get to a good place with this. If there's someone that you actually want to be with, I mean, if it's nothing to you, then don't put in that work. Ultimately, it's up for you to decide. I can't judge you on your life, and I'm just kind of saying what comes to my head and spewing information out. But yeah, 2 of pumpkins here, juggling a choice. So it's basic. I was kind of like, am I being biased in it? No, it's about a choice there with that 2 of pumpkins. So what makes you happy? Do they make you happy? Do you want to be with them? For the last few signs, it's like there needs to be work put in. Are you willing to put in that work? Do they make you happy enough to put in that work? Because it kind of feels like you're resistant to wanting to put in that work. So Are you happy enough to put in that word? Are they special enough for it? If they don't mean anything to you, then don't, I guess. I mean, ultimately, the decision's yours. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius Capricorn. Okay. Sagittarius Capricorn. I have been holding the card out kind of like this to get a feel of the energy first before I do a reading, before I flip it over. So I meant to say that at the beginning. Now I have to say it 4 every time, but let's see. Should mix them up a little bit. So, okay, there was definitely a card. What? Sad anger. Yeah, it's almost very sad, very heartbroken here. What are you heartbroken about? The Hangman? That's usually a card about seeing other perspectives here. Maybe you tried to see their perspective and you ended up getting burned. You tried to believe them. You trusted them. Yeah. I think I'm on a roll here because as I'm saying this, I feel like I'm getting heated, like I'm getting pissed off. So it's like there's a sadness, but then like the more you think about it, it's like I trusted you. I believed you. Like people thought I was crazy for trying to see it your way, for trying to understand your perspective. And now I'm the crazy one. They were right, and you made a fool of me. Okay. Too many cards, too many cards. Okay. Okay, it feels like I'm going cold. So, y'all going cold, huh? Y'all going cold. Like, before, it was like, you need me? I'll be there. You call me. Call me anytime. I got my phone up. You need me in the middle of the night? I'm sleeping. No big deal. I can always get more sleep because you're important. And now it's like, you're cold. You're like, nah, phone on silent. And you ain't, and your ass is blocked. So, yeah, 6 of bats. Yeah. And you're moving on because it's what's better for you. You're trying to find something real. But there is, because these bats are in front of him, it's either still weighing heavily on your mind, which obviously there's a lot of anger, you're just not showing it. Or there's still a conversation that needs to be had. That's not where I was going, but it kind of feels like there's still a conversation that needs to be had. But you being cold isn't going to allow that conversation to come in. Okay, so advice. Okay, I just got that sigh, and now I'm feeling sad again. And I feel like this has kind of been a theme, but maybe it's time to let yourself be emotionally vulnerable about this. To get the closure you need, you might have to be vulnerable. And I know that's not easy. It's probably not what you want to do. But, yeah, with that 8 of imps, you can't pretend you're fine. You can't pretend like it didn't mean anything to you. You can't pretend like nothing happened. It's going to affect you one way or another. So, you can face the facts, you can face the truth, and you can try to work it out. Not even work it out, but try to get closure. Or you can be cold and always be a little mad about it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little relief with this card. What is this? 5 of Pumpkins. Kind of makes me feel like, okay, is that what you want to say? You might want to come back, but at least it's out there. And you're going to be told, part of you is going to want to come back after this conversation, but you should know, whatever comes out in this, it's like, you're better off. You're better off. So, yeah, the Hermit. Take some time for yourself. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, but take some time for yourself. Ground yourself. Think about what you want. You know, find what you're passionate about. Have your own creative projects. Have your own life. That's really what I'm feeling off of this. And good luck. Sorry y'all are going through it. Let's see, Capricorn-Aquarius is next. Want to get a drink real quick. Alright, Capricorn-Aquarius mix. Match. Not bad. Okay. What's going on with y'all? Okay, so I've been holding out cards lately like this to see like how it feels. I didn't get to say that in the beginning, so trying to get it out. There was no feeling, but then there's like a little bit of excitement. It's like you're trying to keep it hidden. You're trying not to be obvious. For some reason, you don't want it to be shown. There's a lot of excitement here. 4 of Pumpkins. You don't want it to be shown because you're afraid it's not real. Whatever this is. You're afraid it's too good to be true. Now there's just this loving embrace here. And we jump all the way to the Queen of Pumpkins. This too good to be true energy. You jump from a 4 to a Queen. Like, you got a Queen here. You got some royalty. Maybe a king. But you got the Queen of Pumpkins. It is real. And it's of pumpkins, which is like the pinnacles. It's actually material. It's real. It's solid. You can feel it. It's there. So, whatever this is that you're dealing with, that you're questioning if it's real or not, it is. I feel the need to say, at least in this timeline, because you never know when timelines are going to shift. At least for now, it's real. Because you never know when things are going to shift. The intentions right now are real. Or what am I trying to say? The intentions right now are the real deal. Things can change. We all know things have always changed. But right now, the intentions are real. Side hurting. Is that coincidence? I got throbbing on my side. 4 of M's. Okay, and it just immediately went away whenever I flipped this over. So I'm gonna guess I might be physically feeling what you guys are feeling. Like a stitch in the side. Like maybe you've been too active. Maybe you're like, it's fun, you've been celebrating, there's a lot of there's a lot of newness here, but it's like you need a break. You need to calm down. You need to take a breath. It's like you don't want to slow down. You're just having so much fun, but whatever it is, it feels very physical. Like could be a physical act two people do together. Could be dancing. I saw dancing in this card. Slow down. Kind of what I'm feeling like. Like you have plenty of time. You don't have to do it every second. Queen of Bats. There's almost an energy of you feel like if you don't keep that energy up, they won't come back. But honey, you need to rest. And see with that, it's kind of cute. I just get like you guys can cuddle too. Like, embrace. If it's really this meaningful, you guys can cuddle and do some of the less physical things together. I mean, you got Aquarius in your chart here, so I bet you would love a stimulating conversation. Cuddle and talk about the future, about your hopes and dreams, about who you are, like really figure out each other and get close that way. Yeah. That Hermit card. I feel like that's saying don't lose yourself in this situation because it feels like you're having so much fun. You're having such a good time that it'd be easy to forget who you are. Well, not forget to take time for yourself is really what I'm trying to say. So have a good time. Just don't overdo it. One more card. Yeah. This Page of Pumpkins. Don't be too analytical about the offer. Yeah, that's what it is. Don't be too analytical about it. Just, it is what it is. It kind of feels like it's just honest. Like it's out there. It's presenting itself as it is. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go on to the next sign. Oh, okay, Aquarius-Pisces. Now, I've been holding out the card to try to get a feeling for your cards. Get an emotional read. First, this card. Okay. You got a crush on someone. You're happy about someone. It feels very lovey, very light. 6 of Pentacles. You feel like you're heading in the right direction here. And with the Star card, you feel like it's what you've been hoping for. It's what you've been dreaming about. It's what you've been manifesting. It's what you want in so many ways. Well, I'm glad to have a positive reading to finish this up. God, I hope it ends positively. But, let's see. This could just be anxiety, but there's almost a sense of like, is it going to get taken away from me? Queen of M's. Okay. You're worried for nothing. You're a queen, or they're a queen, and like they're looking at you, or you're looking at them. This offer is coming in. They can put their attention anywhere, and they're putting it on you. So just take that as it is. Take that as it is. Because I feel like that's a very honest, like the Queen of M's, that energy, it just feels honest. Like, yes, you have my attention. You have it. Like, literally anyone can come get it, but it's on you. And that may be intimidating, but at the same time, you have their attention, or they have yours, you know, however that flows. So, sun is setting, but this video is almost over. So, if you're worried, don't. I feel like this is them, though. You have their attention, and you see that they could put their attention on anything, but it's on you. So, just do your best with what you got. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And make sure that you are happy. You have your own bag. You have your own happiness. You are filling your own cups here. You are emotionally fulfilled by yourself, and that this person is just taking it to another level. Because it's okay for someone to add joy to your life. Just don't let them take away joy, or don't let them be your only source. And strength. Like I said, it kind of feels like you're worried about their intentions, because it's probably the Piscean in you, but it's like they're too good for me kind of thing. And with that strength card, you could be dealing with a Leo, with the star, Aquarius. Of course, you're a Pisces Aquarian, or Aquarius Pisces cusp. But at the same time, it's just like, okay. See, it's being very gentle with someone who is vulnerable here. So don't be afraid to be emotionally vulnerable here, because I feel like they're going to respect that. Or if someone's emotionally vulnerable with you, respect the vulnerability. Respect the amount of courage it takes to be vulnerable with someone. Yeah. I think that's it. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great night, and see you next time. Come on, move.